tension here. Better. And again. And start feet together again. Just come to your right as far as yourself. That's it. And just move the club forward to the middle of the tee. And set the feet again. Okay. Right, so upper arm in towards your rib cage. Okay. Put the ball in. And then just put it away so you put it back on the cliff again. Set feet. And set feet. So upper arm in towards your rib cage again.
You realise that 17 years ago you've been teaching the disabled folk.
Is that right? 17 years? When did you first come to Ladybank?
First time in Ladybank and got half a dozen lessons.
That's right.
And it's been downhill ever since.
1992 then?
It was. Yeah, it was this time actually. It's back end of August, beginning of September.
I remember a couple of wild days then, Ben, certainly when you came along. And you haven't really got much better since then.
No, it's downhill ever since, really. Still slicing, still hacking around.
No, it's hugely different than people those, isn't it? Now, how many...
Steady anyway.
When did you actually start with the blind golfers then?
Well, it was the blind golf at that point. That gave us the half a dozen lessons. They paid for that, which was fine. And then it sort of went on from there and gradually become the disabled golf. And that's the way to go now.
I think it is, getting everybody involved. So how many members have you got now?
We're just over the 60 now. We're sort of peaking around about the end of the season. So we've got over 200 people now who are actually involved on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah. And how many are playing individual meeting then?
You can never, it's different every time depending on the venue, the weekend.
What's your average turnout a meeting?
The average, I mean, if you get somewhere like the Carrick or the Dukes at St Andrews, you tend to get a better...
Right, so the same as any golf, if you get better.
So we end up with about, there's been as high as 42 is the biggest, one competition. Lowest is probably about 16 to 18.
That's okay then.
I suppose if there's an average, 24, 26.
What does it cost an individual to play then? Okay.
We tend to have a competition, say for example we've got one coming up shortly where 18-hole competition for the more established golfers, 9-hole, and we just level it out so everybody pays exactly the same, and it's maybe about £20. That covers golf and a meal and the traditional bacon and all that when you arrive.
That's brilliant. So who's subsidising that? Who's actually?
It's usually the golf club, so we tend to get courtesy golf when we travel as a group.
That's good.
So that's quite good. But we're having another open next year in 2010.
Where's that going to be?
That's going to be at Scots Craig.
Good golf course as well.
Yeah. And then we've got Macrahanish, which is going to be a 2-day Scottish Championship. But as I say, the disabled golf throughout the world, pan-disability, if you want to term it that way, that ends up the biggest by far competition-wise. There's always a huge amount of open competitions. The individual disabled groups like the blind, the deaf, the amputees are very small now.
So how does that work then? What disabilities, what sort of level of disabilities have you got to be part of that, and how do they differentiate between the different disabilities as far as the golf's concerned for the competition?
What we do is that everybody turns up, and as long as you have a disability or serious health issue that interferes with your golf, the blind golf obviously they need a guide. The deaf golf, you wouldn't normally associate that with a disability on the course, but a lot of these guys have problems with balance, especially amputees for obvious reasons, guys with one hand or whatever. But we lump everybody together for the main competition, and that's done on golf handicap.
Which is just a national golf handicap anyway.
National golf, yeah.
So regardless of your disability, you've got your national golf handicap, so you're competing against.
Yeah. And everybody's on a level playing field, regardless, whether it takes, they need a golf buggy or they need somebody to help them, so everybody's got equal chance. And then, when you've got a major competition as well, we'll split them up into maybe handicap categories, or if there's a large contingent, then maybe amputees will have a separate section, or the blind, or whatever.
But it's depending on
how many enter and things like that. But the main event is that we'll get everybody there on one level playing field, and everybody's got a chance of the handicap event and the gross event. We'll try and be as fair as we can.
And it obviously then becomes, I feel like, social occasion as well.
It tends to be the usual visit to the 19th hole, and perhaps we stay there. So, probably the best part. It doesn't matter how well or bad you've played.
Yeah, that's the beauty of golf as well, isn't it? It brings everybody onto a complete level playing field. It's the fairest handicapping system in sport, and probably one of the most sociable sports as well. Yeah, it's probably everybody there, able-bodied, disabled, whatever it may be.
Yeah, we give everybody, whether it's guests or sponsors as well, getting them involved. And fair enough, you've got a sponsor coming along and say, right, there's a cash donation, thank you very much, that'll go towards the event. But to actually get them there and let them know how we play, that's an important part of it as well.
No, that's excellent. Well, I wish you all the best for next year then.
Thank you very much. A few more lessons and I might actually have a steady game.
That's right, I'll get my Valium taken and get my nerves settled for the next time.
Be out of therapy soon.
Right, nice to see you again, Jim. Thank you.
Okay.
See you later.